I'm Roger.
And I'm Adam.
And today we're here with another episode of RC Street Shop's Product of the Week.
Oh, goody. It feels like we just recorded one. Oh, wait. We did those back to back. Never mind.
Yes. They're tearing on with a brand new, right off the truck. This thing's super new. Axial Yeti trophy truck. This thing is awesome.
So, for those who don't know, Axial normally does primarily rock crawlers.
Right, and rock racers, correct.
And rock racers. Rock crawlers, whole point there is torque. It's not about speed. Very often you can walk faster than they drive.
Very true.
And it's about going over obstacles. They're very well known for making these very nice scale, 1/10, crawlers. They do a really excellent racer called a Yeti.
Yep, the Yeti.
A lot of people lusting after that. It kind of becomes one of their flagship vehicles.
It is an awesome truck.
And a lot of folks have taken to modifying that and turning it into a short course truck like a Slash, similar to a Slash.
Right, but a more scale version of it with the solid axle in the rear and the 4-link in the rear.
And they decided, well, we should probably put one out ourselves. And it is wicked looking. I am super impressed.
Yeah.
Out of the box, just as sort of a novice to the scene, I will say the first thing I noticed was details like the actual sculpted grille,
right?
Actual lenses and light buckets in here.
Yeah.
It's ready for LEDs. Doesn't come with LEDs, but it's ready.
Yeah, it is. He's right. It is. It has light buckets built into it, and there are ready for, I believe, 3mm LEDs. They might be 5, but there's taillights and headlights. Plus, you have the spoiler back here.
Yeah, the hard plastic, details.
Vents, the exhaust pipes coming out of the rear fenders. There are little fire extinguishers. The spare tire thing goes up, and you have a real spare tire.
Yeah.
So you could use this if you want to.
Yeah, right there, and it's very nice. Sponsored stickers.
Right. All the licensed stuff, like Lowrance, Fuel Safe, Score, King Shocks, Magnaflow. All that stuff is all real, all licensed, just real, just bitchin' stuff.
Yeah, so it comes in sort of the classic Axial neon green that they use for most of their logos.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get this off and get folks. Oh yeah, that's right. Nice body clips too. I mean,
the body clips come with these tabs on them, which is bitchin' because that means no more holes poked in your finger.
Yeah, and just nice, real. Like this is like a premium experience right out of the box.
It really is. And you got the drivers in there. Mm-hmm. Really cool.
Nice detail there. And what I also like is they also offer several alternate heads. One of them is like a skull, and they're really cool.
It is super cool. Now, this is essentially a Yeti. It is a Yeti. They call it the Yeti trophy truck. So this is based off the Yeti. What they've done is they've extended the Yeti a little bit, so it has a little bit more of a scale look. It has these bitchin', they call them King shocks. King is a shock company that builds race shocks for trucks. Mm-hmm. These are in King's colors. They're aluminum shocks with plastic caps. They also changed the spring rate and the shock oil. The Yeti is more of a traditional rock racer, based more like a Hammer's truck. It's different. This is similar. I mean, what's cool about this is everyone who's been out a lot of guys who are into short course stuff are like, why can't you make a short course truck that's a little more realistic with a solid axle and the 4-link and all that stuff? And that's what this is. You've got the 4-link in the back. You've got adjustable anti-squat. You've got the adjustable sway bar in the back. And this is a true 4-link. It uses the AR60 axle off of the Wraith, which is a good durable setup. It's got the WB8 heavy-duty drive shafts that Axial uses. It also has the same Vanguard 3100 kV motor. This is a Castle motor. We've talked about this before. A lot of people private label Castle. This is another private label Castle setup. And what's bitching about that is you can use the Castle link on it and adjust all the parameters and everything like that. Plus, this is a big 550 motor too. And what that means is that all the bigger, the short course Castle stuff will fit this. So you can put a monster motor in this too. The front end of this truck, just like the Yeti, is all old Exoterra stuff, which isn't bad. One thing they have done is they've improved the steering on this. The Exoterra had a weak steering setup. They use what's called a double shear bolt setup. What that means is that the bolt with the steering is loaded in shear, and shear is crossways in 2 different places that doubles the strength of the steering setup. So this has got a nice beefy setup. It's not just an Exo that's been taken out of the box and modified. They actually did some development work on this and improved it over the old Exoterra.
Let's see. Let's flip this around real quick so folks can see the battery compartment is nice.
Right, the battery compartment is really easy. Just a single...
And then hatch opens up right there. And bam.
So this is got a lot of cool stuff. And like I said, most of this stuff is standard Yeti fare. But what's cool about it is they got the blue links, the shocks on it.
Yep.
And it's got... this doesn't have the 2-speed transmission of the Yeti. This has the single-speed tranny. But the 2-speed tranny that's in the Yeti can be upgraded. You can add it to it.
So just to make clear, if you're just trying to keep up, 2-speed, basically one for rock crawling, one for rock racing.
Right.
So in theory, if you wanted to rock crawl with your short course truck, you could in theory if you buy this upgraded kit.
Right. If you put this has the second gear out of the Yeti, which is the high-speed gear set. You can get the low-speed gear set, which is what you call first gear. That can be installed in this tranny, and you can have the same low-speed setup that the Yeti has.
So, I mean, if you've ever seen an Axial product in person, you know that they're a nice fit and finish. The detail is really, really nice on them. Like little things like the receiver box here looks like a fuel tank.
This is a little carbon copy of a fuel-safe fuel cell.
Yeah.
Super, super cool details like that.
So let's get some of the nerd stuff out of the way as far as like how fast what kind of battery can you fit in here?
This will use this will handle up to a 3-cell LiPo. You can use a nickel metal hydride on it if you want to. Okay. I would recommend going LiPos. It's got a Dean's plug on it, so it's designed for high current stuff out of the box. If you want to go 3-cell on this, this has a good motor. It'll haul butt on a 3-cell. If you don't want to go 3-cell and you're comfortable with nickel metal hydrides, you can fit a 6-cell nickel metal hydride in here, no problem.
Nice.
Also, one of my favorite things about it is they've stuck to the standard 2.2 3.0 short course tire setup.
Okay.
So if you want to, I don't know how good these tires work out of the box. These are a scale copy of the BF Goodrich Desert Racing tire, which is really cool. You can run a way more aggressive tire on this. If you want to run a street tire, basically what I'm saying is that the millions of options out there for the 2.2, 3.0 short course tires, you can use them. I don't know, the truck's too new, you haven't pulled it apart to see if you can use like the Traxxas wheels on it. I don't think so, but because these have a lot of offset on them. But either way, regardless, if you have the Axial wheels, which they sell separately, you can easily use any of the short course tires on this, so that you can do all kinds of different stuff with this.
Okay. What's before we jump into price point and saying goodbye, controller, talk about that for a second.
This is the new Tactic controller. I'll be honest with you.
It's not as nice as what we're used to getting.
It's cheap.
Yeah.
It feels like crap, honestly. But it's not, I mean, I'm sure it works fine. I expect most of you who are going to buy this truck already have cars and have better controllers.
Yeah.
So just toss this thing in the trash.
Everything they need in the box, or do they have to pick up anything else?
This, like any of the other Axial products, is not true ready to run. You need to buy a battery and a battery charger, and you need double A's for the controller. So you get the truck, the controller ready to go. You just need to buy a battery and a charger. And once again, like you mentioned, this isn't like a Traxxas where they're expecting it to be your very, very first car. They're expecting you to already have stuff. That's why it has a Dean's plug on it. That's why it has a nice brushless in it.
Most advanced RCers are using Dean's plugs.
Right. So you need to buy a battery. Like I said, nickel metal hydride or LiPo will work.
All right.
If you do put a nickel metal hydride in it, be aware that you're going to have to change the programming of the speed control.
Because they're expecting you're going to start with the LiPo.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So if you do run nickel metal hydride on it, you've got to reprogram the speed control and turn the LiPo cutoff off.
All right.
If you do, you're going to get probably a quarter of the runtime that you would expect out of your battery.
Hey, what's the price point going to be on this bad boy?
$450.
That's not bad.
Nope.
4-wheel drive. Any other crazy stats they need to know about before we wrap it up?
Yeah, go buy one.
Yeah, go buy one. If they want to buy one, there's a really good chance these things are going to be sold out till after the holidays. However, should a miracle happen and more arrive, because we know this one's going to sell like any minute now, like literally any minute now. Where can they go to get them?
RC Street Shop, 5521 East Spring Street, Long Beach, California.
And if they want to call and ask you questions about it, how can they do that?
562-425-9000.
And nice job. And we're doing the social media thing. We are on Twitter, RC Street Shop, all one word. We also have a Facebook page. You can like it, follow the news there. And of course, we're doing YouTube. You're watching this video. Be sure to like it and subscribe. Come on, hit the subscribe button. Tell your friends, let them know. The more the merrier. It's like a party.
It is a party.
And we want you to join in on the fun.
Right. We want jobs.
Jobs help, so, you know.